What is going on, guys, and welcome to another video. And today we're going to be talking about the Eastern Conference, and I have a little gameplay in the background because you guys really never get to actually see me play 2K. As you can tell, I have two teams we're going to be talking about in this video, the Wizards and Celtics gameplay. So what would happen if the Cavs actually don't come out of the East? Is that possible? I would love to think it's possible, but it might not be. Based on how the Cavs are stacked up this year, everybody they've picked up and everybody they have now, it's looking like we're going to have another Cavs and Warriors series, sadly. But for this video, we're going to imagine that the Cavs somehow get eliminated in the finals. Maybe they have a few injuries. Maybe they just lose, or maybe they just lose in a bad way. I don't know, but I have a few teams in mind that can give Cavs a series in the Eastern Conference. Now, we're probably going to be doing a video over the Western Conference as well, but for now, we're going to be talking about the East. So, as the first team I have is the Boston Celtics. And the Celtics are actually having a really good year, sitting as the second seed in the Eastern Conference with a record of 40-23, obviously led by Isaiah Thomas. This guy has had an excellent season. I mean, he has improved tremendously, and he could win Most Improved Player but there's a lot of players that could also win that. But that's not the topic of this video. He's averaging around 30 points a game, but 29.5, 2 rebounds, and 6 assists. He was an all-star this year, and when you have a guy like Isaiah Thomas on your team, I think you could compete with the Cavs, and I think they already did beat Cavs this year. They also have Avery Bradley, who's averaging 17 points, 6 rebounds, and 2 assists. So they're having a really good year, and they are the second seed behind the Cavs. And I think they could get Cavs a series because they're only 2 games back from becoming the first seed. But the Cavs are stacked from top to bottom now after signing Deron Williams, Andrew Bogut, and trading for Kyle Korver earlier in the year. But I think the Celtics could give them a series. I think they could. I think they could at least take them to 7. Now, moving on. Now we have the Washington Wizards. So the Wizards started out bad this season. I mean, they weren't very good, but recently something's gotten into them, and now they are currently sitting at 37-24, third seed in the East, and they are having an excellent year. And they just traded for Bojan Bogdanovic, was an excellent pickup. This guy is already providing an excellent spark off their bench. He is having a tremendous run with them right now. And then Bradley Beal, 22 points a game as well, 23 if you want to round up. And then John Wall, obviously, 22 points per game and 10 assists. So the Wizards. And they also just recently signed Brandon Jennings. Can't forget about that because Jennings was recently released by the Knicks because he wanted to go with a team that was going to be able to compete. So it is awesome that the Wizards are looking great. And I think they could give Cavs a series as well. They literally almost beat the Cavs. If it wasn't for LeBron hitting that ridiculous 3, then the Wizards would have won that game. Next, we have the Toronto Raptors. So the Raptors, just lost Kyle Lowry, sadly. They traded for Serge Ibaka at the deadline. So they have some pieces that they can use to beat the Cavs. So they're sitting at, let's see here, 37-26. So they're pretty much tied for the third seed. So they're having a great year as well. Obviously led by DeMar DeRozan for right now because Kyle Lowry is out. DeMar DeRozan is averaging 27 points per game, 5 rebounds, 3 assists. Kyle Lowry recently broke his wrist, I think it was, so he's going to be out for quite a while, but I think he's supposed to return right before playoff time, and he's averaging 23 points per game and 7 assists and 4 rebounds as well. And they recently just, like I said, traded for Serge, who's averaging 17 points per game this year, but of course, he was with the Orlando Magic, but I think he's actually having a pretty good outing with the Raptors so far. So, yeah, those are quite a few teams that could already compete with the Cavs. I could see all of them taking the Cavs to 7. Obviously, the Raptors faced them last year in the finals, but they only took them to 6. Now, other honorable mentions we have the Hawks that are the 5th seed, sitting at 34-28. I don't think Atlanta could get in this series. I think they beat them earlier in this year, but no, I don't think they're going to be able to do it. Indiana Pacers, I mean, they have Paul George, but I don't know. I don't think they have the right pieces to get it done quite yet. Chicago Bulls, they're just having an up and down season all the way. And then the AFC Detroit Pistons. Hopefully the Pistons maybe win one game. But I think it would be interesting to have Miami Heat make the AFC instead of the Pistons, because LeBron would have to go to Miami twice in that series at least. So that would be interesting. Milwaukee's not too far out of the AFC either. And then it just falls off there from there. Hornets and Knicks and I almost said Eagles, but the 76ers, Magic, and the Nets obviously not going to make the playoffs. So I think all those teams could definitely, well, not all those teams that I just said, but those 3 teams I talked about specifically, I think could all give the Cleveland Cavaliers a series. And I would not be surprised if they do coming up in the playoffs. I would love to see that. But guys, thank you guys so much for watching. If you did enjoy the gameplay in the background, let me know. I could do more videos like this. And while you're here, don't forget to click that subscribe button, as it helps me out a lot. Make sure you leave a like and comment anything you want to tell me. I accept criticism and your compliments, and I love to read each one of them. And that's all for this one, guys. Like I said, don't forget to subscribe, smash the like button. As always, this is Crush Bulls, and I'm saying peace.